This is a throwaway because some family members know my main. During COVID, my work went remote. I, 30M, decided to move near one of my cousins about 8 hours from where I was living in December 2020. A few months after that, I met my now ex-girlfriend, 26M. In January 2022, we moved in together. In January 2024, my work decided that everyone needed to do at least 3 days per week in office by June 2024. I considered getting another job, but my work offered me a substantial pay raise and relocation bonus if I stayed. After talking to my now ex, I decided to move. My now ex was in a job she hated and was looking to make a change. I bought a house. Around the time we were moving, we found out my now ex was pregnant. At this same time, before we officially moved, I bought a ring and proposed, to which she said yes. We weren't planning for my now ex to work after the kid arrived, so she was not working when we moved. About 4 weeks after the move, my now ex was in a bad car accident. The guy was uninsured and the car was totaled. She was mostly fine, but she lost the baby. This was in early July. We were both devastated. My now ex took it particularly rough, which is understandable. I suggested us talking to a therapist, but she was resistant to the idea. During this time, I worked and did the bulk of the housework. It was really hard for her to get out of bed every day. She was very emotionally on edge most of the time, and it was not uncommon for her to lash out at me rather easily. I tried to take it on the chin for the time being. Also, since her car was totaled, I let her use one of my vehicles. I have a newish car and a pretty old truck. I let her use my car. Around October, she started to improve, or so Elle thought. She had a friend from where we used to live come visit. I am not particularly fond of this friend, but I was happy for anything that appeared to help, and she appeared to be helping. This brings us to the relevant events. A little over a month ago, my best friend asked me if I could watch his son, who is my godson, for the weekend after January 1st. I checked with my girlfriend and she seemed to be fine with that, so I agreed. About a week later, she said her friend wanted to come visit that same weekend, which I was fine with. On Friday night, I hang out at the house with my godson while my now ex goes out with her friend. They come back decently drunk, loud, and pretty late. I ask if they can keep down the noise and my now ex gives a sarcastic, "Okay." I go to bed. The next morning, I wake up and make cereal for my godson. I then go to the bathroom. When I come back to the kitchen, my now ex's friend is yelling at my godson, who knocked over the bowl of cereal on the floor and made a loud noise. My godson is understandably upset. I take him to the room he is sleeping in and talk to him for a bit about what happened. After calming him down some, and setting up a show for him to watch, I go to my girlfriend, tell her what happened. And saying a friend needs to go right now. She defends her friend, says I complained about them being loud and it is only fair that my godson receives the same treatment, he is 5. She then goes on about how terribly I treat her, how I am responsible for the miscarriage because I let her drive her older car when I had a new car. She says she is so tired of my *T and wants out of my house. I tell her, okay, no one is holding you here. She gave me the ring, key to the house, took most of her clothes, and left with her friend. She tried to take my car, but I told her she could not. That was a week and a half ago. I spoke to a family friend who is a lawyer about the formal eviction process. He said he could do it for a family and friends discount for $500. This past weekend, she reached out to me and wanted to talk. She is back where we used to live and staying with her sister. She apologized, said her friend has been in her ear over these months, her sister set her straight, and she wanted to try and make us work and she will cut off her friend. She also agreed to go to therapy. I told her no, I am done. I have spent months trying to help and all that has done has caused resentment. She asked if I could at least help her out financially since she is without a job, car, and place to live. I told her no. Some of our mutual friends are saying I should at least give her a second chance. For me, I have been giving her lots of chances over these months and am at the end of my rope. AITA?